from our salutatorian and valedictorian, and we will start with Michael Fredette, who has the class salutatorian for this evening. So Michael, if you'd like to come up and
Hello everyone, and good evening. Throughout my 3 years with Mr. Shea as my English teacher, I have composed numerous pieces of writing. Some are short essays about a page long, and others 14-page reports that would later be scored as our final exam. She taught us different styles of writing and even poetry. Despite all of my knowledge and experience, I could not have been prepared to write anything like this. Looking past the fact that I have to write a speech and then recite it in front of my teachers, family, and other members of our school and parish. I have to speak these words knowing that this will be perhaps the last time we are together as a class. Although we have arrived at the school at different times, I think we would all agree that this last year together has been the most enjoyable and the most memorable. First off, I believe I have quite a bit of people to thank for my success on behalf of my graduating class. Mrs. Cordy deserves a lot of appreciation. She has done her very best to ensure that the students of our school excel and go above and beyond their expectations. All of the teachers also deserve recognition for their amazing patience and kindness they display, as well as their ability to teach us as we learn and expand our knowledge. They are the reasons our school is a blue ribbon nominee 2 years straight. For this, we should all be grateful that we have been fortunate enough to have these skilled educators as part of our school. And finally, I would like to thank my parents and sisters. They have kept me motivated and focused throughout my 9 years here. They are the main reasons I am standing in front of you today. There is one group I have left out: my peers, classmates, but most importantly, my friends. I hope that you come to the realization that today we are graduating as 10 students, but as one class. Throughout my 9 years, I spent my Mondays through Fridays at the school. I have learned much more than the wisdom I will carry on to high school. The advantage of a school like this is that you also learn values and morals. These experiences have helped me attain such values. I have selected a few events or things we have learned over the course of our St. Joseph experience. I hope that by reminding my classmates what we have gone through, they will use what they have learned to succeed for the rest of their lives. Just days into our kindergarten year, a tragedy occurred. Just under 3,000 people were killed on September 11th in New York City and Washington, D.C. This event shocked the world and left our country numb. Now, 9 years later, this occurrence still rests in the back of our minds, but we have begun to move on and start the rebuilding process. We must always remember that these tragic events will come to us in our life, but eventually everything will be resolved for the better and make us stronger people. First grade was the year we got ourselves back on our feet, rising pride for our country and us feel more and more proud to be Americans, but also Catholics. In second grade, we received 2 sacraments: reconciliation and First Holy Communion. Mrs. Hartman taught us that during reconciliation, we are forgiven by God no matter what we have done, as long as we have the courage to own up to our responsibilities. We must remember that apologizing is important in our relationships, but forgiveness is paramount. In third grade with Mrs. Thompson, like every other class has done, we hosted a tag sale. We sent most of our money to a charity. 7 of us were in that class, and I bet no one forgets the feeling they had when they gave that money away. We must remember that in life, we are granted with amazing gifts, so giving things up that we love must be done. 4th and 5th grade challenged us with many projects. This was our first taste of what middle school would be like. These years did a great job of preparing us for our final years we spent together at St. Joseph. During our middle school years, we received many more privileges. We were able to join student council for the first time. We could participate in car washes, the rake and bake, and many more events. We all remember that feeling we had when we did something good We must continue to give back through charity and community service. We could also join the basketball and track and field team. In this way, we learn better than ever how to work cooperatively with teammates to achieve a common goal. Teamwork will be very important later on, so we must use our experiences to excel. During these years, we gained and lost classmates, but by 8th grade, we finished up and strong. This year, our final year, we have experienced so much. The most important is confirmation. On April 15th, which was 2 months and 3 days ago, we received the Holy Spirit in its fullest form. We also renewed our baptismal promise. Borrowing from Bishop Lori's homily, we must remember to open the box and use our gifts of the Holy Spirit. Morals and values are the most important and difficult things in life to understand, but we have learned and received them. Paying attention in English class has also paid off. I have learned literary skills that I can recognize when I'm reading or use when I'm writing. One literary element I would like to focus on is a pun. A pun, known as a play on words, in which a word or phrase has 2 or more meanings. The pun I would like to focus on is simple yet important: the class of 10. This play on words resembles that in total we are 10 students, but we are also the graduating class of 2010. However, we have not been together since the beginning. Half of us, Michelle, Kim, Antonia, Evan, and I, started our education here in kindergarten. Out of the 10 sitting in front of you, all of them have participated on the track or basketball team, both of them having a team named the Charger. This makes us all Chargers. We should not just be Chargers, as in the horse or the logo, but Chargers as in one who moves forward in an attacking manner. We must charge into our challenges and issues. We must also take charge of ourselves, decisions, and capabilities as high school and college students. We have learned that repeated activities or mindsets become habitual, and once we take our first stride forward, we must continue on our charge. We have been confronted with plenty of challenges throughout our life, so I would like to give my classmates one last challenge, and that is take advantage of every opportunity life presents to you, so that later in life you will be proud of yourself to know you have done everything you could. To conclude, we know that things can be reversed or erased, but one thing can't. No matter if you become a Brookfield Bobcat, a Canterbury Saint, or an Immaculate Mustang, we will still be a Charger, and the 10 of us will always be the graduating class of 2010. Congratulations, guys.